What's up, YouTube? Cassian Hervé here. Nice to meet you formally. I don't really do introductions too well, so you're just gonna kind of get to know me as we go from here. That's just kind of how I roll. Who am I? Why should you listen? I don't know. You'll just kind of find out over time. Some of my interests: philosophy. I'm real heavy on mindset, psychology, neuroscience. I'm a people's person, so I'm really big on communication. Overall, I just enjoy the experience of just being human and getting to know how humans work and why they work the way they do. I met a lot of people in my lifetime, some great, some not. So I have some relative human experience. I think we all do, though. I mean, you live, as long as I have, I think you've met enough people to be able to pick up on who's the good apples and the bad apples. But the primary thing that I've noticed now from my journey is just seeing that people have so many desires. We're filled with desires. There's so much that we want out of life. We wake up, right? We grab our phones. We immediately turn to the past because that's all social media is. You're looking at past memories. That's what people in our generation, not really sure what old people do. I'm not old, at least I don't think so. 33 is not old. I don't think that's old. I'm 33, by the way. But for the average person, let's kind of get to the point, right? For the average person, we reflect on the past a lot. So you kind of, like I said, you wake up, you check your phone, you get on social media. You're looking at past. You're looking at the things that people did yesterday or the day before that. Social media kind of gives you updates, not so much in real time, but what people did literally minutes ago. But like life, we're doing things moment by moment, but we're not realizing that everything we do in that moment is going to affect our present. And not just our present, but our future also. So a lot of people focus on the past, right? And that past keeps creating the same familiar present and the same familiar future. So the people that I've met and the people that I've been in close proximity with, desires. And I've also been that person, so I'm not excluding myself. I'm not exempt from the same situations. But I think what starts to separate people are their desires, and not just their desires, but their relentless pursuit of them. So a lot of people want, but they're not doing what it takes to get them. And I think that's where we start to have separations. It's tough because the only way to really transform and evolve in life is to change. You can have all the desires you want. You can have all of the well thought out ideas of how to get them, but if you're not becoming the person who can get them, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So I think more or less becoming the person who can do the specific thing and then have those things that you desire is what's more important, more so than anything. I'm really big on, I don't want to say like evolution as in like Darwinism and all that other stuff. I mean, I think that's relevant. All those theories and those people who lived in the past, they're relevant. But I'm also talking about a cognitive evolution, more so how we evolve mentally throughout the course of our lives. Because if we're not evolving, right, we're stagnating. We're staying the same. And that's the problem. That's a big problem. Just having so many things that you want to accomplish, but not knowing how, and because you're not doing the work to figure out how, you just rather stay the same. Why? Who does that? It's kind of like when you tell a kid no, right? I can't even really compare it to a kid. That's not a good example because kids are relentless. They'll just keep doing what they want till they get what they want. For some reason, as adults, we kind of unlearn how to be annoying to the point where we get what we want. I don't know how or why that happens. It's pretty good programming. We'll save that for another video. So I just kind of, hopefully I'm not rambling, but it'll all make sense in the end. As I keep compiling video after video, driving it all home as to what it is that I'm really about, my personal interests, and why it all starts to make sense. Human beings and desires. Becoming the person who can do the thing, they can have the things, right? All the desires. It's so many intricate facets. It's so many phases. It's so many things that we have to do even to be able to achieve those things. So for me, the first process and what I learned on my journey, my current journey, I see the world as a system, right? A very vast and broad system of interconnected human beings, primarily on a cognitive, on a mental basis. Like we're all connected mentally, like on a conscious level. We think the same. We all share emotions. We all share different thoughts, not simultaneously. That would be on some like telekinesis type shit. No, so we're not like super beings, but I think we have that ability to become super people who can do extraordinary things. But we have to learn how to do that through unlearning, through unprogramming ourselves through what the world system has taught us about ourselves. Because the average person don't even really know who they are. Like we don't know who we are. We only can go off of what we've been told. Unless we're constantly looking within and wanting to search ourselves, we only know what we've been taught. And some primary teachers that taught us about ourselves is one, education, school, right? That's a huge one. That's where it all started. Religion boxes you in. It puts you in a whole category where if you step outside that box, you're considered an infidel, a non-believer to the organization. There's no room for independence. You can't be yourself within religion. That's just impossible. So sorry for those who are in it. Glory be to God for those who came out. But I think it just comes down to you having an understanding of yourself, knowing the value that you have as a human being, but you have to tap into who you are. In order to really know what that value is and what you offer the world, in order to obtain those desires, you have to start to really get into some real serious retrospection. You have to start to get into some real serious introspection of yourself. Like taking a mental inventory. What is it that I can do different from the next person? What's my gift? What's my skill set? What's my talent? What's my innate ability? And we all have different things that we can do, but it's understanding how to use it and how to evolve it and how to make it valuable to somebody else. So for me, what's been a tremendous leap in my personal growth is just reading hella books. Like I think 2023 was my year where I read for the first time. I think it was a little over 35 some books in 1 year. So that was huge for me. That was an enormous leap in my growth as a person. As an entrepreneur, I started a business. But I'm learning about people. I'm learning about the psychology of sales, the psychology of people, and the things that we like, the things we don't like, how to apply my abilities, my skill set in the marketplace. It's just so much to go over. And life and business are very much intertwined. Entrepreneurship completely aligns with the evolution of a human. Because in order to become a person of value, you have to be of value both to a person and you have to become value to yourself. You can't have anything in life, it doesn't matter what it is, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, without growing. You have to get uncomfortable and put yourself in rooms and put yourself in circumstances that you've never been in before in order to reach a different state, in order to reach a different being within yourself. And oftentimes we love comfort, so because we love comfort, we're only going to do the things that's familiar, and what's familiar don't cause growth. So I would encourage you, if you haven't started a business, start one. It's going to bring out a different version of you because it's going to require for you to have to learn and do things that you've never done. You're going to have to put your face out there. You're going to have to be willing to speak your message. You're going to have to be willing to speak your truth about your life. And it's also cool because you get to dive into different interests. You get to develop new skill sets, meet new people. All of this is like, it's business, it's life. That's why I said they're very much intertwined. So it's not more so just about money. Money comes over time. I think it's more so just understanding who you are, understanding your value, like I said, and what you can offer another person. I didn't want this video to be super long, so because it's gonna be a lot more to come. So if it seemed a little scatterbrained, it's my first YouTube video officially. I think it's really cool where we're at right now on this channel, what I'm doing, what I'm gonna be getting into, my personal life. You're gonna get to know my interests, my pitfalls, my weaknesses, my strengths, my interests, where I'm at in life. It's gonna be a growth journey for the both of us, and I like to make it fun. Let's make this exciting, where it's something that you not only get to know who I am, we grow together, I get to know who you are. So if the video was of any value, if you like anything I said, click like and subscribe. All that fancy YouTube lingo, do all that good stuff, subscribe, whatever. And let's get on the journey together. Life, business, philosophy, mindset. See y'all in the next video.